All right, so I'm back with another cinematic interview breakdown from a job that I did earlier this year. I'll show you my entire breakdown from where we place the lights, the camera we use, the lights that we use, and things like that. Let's do it. All right, so this is the interview that we're going to be breaking down, which again was an interview that we did for the show called The Balancing Act. Behind the Mystery, which is a medical show that basically goes behind mystery illnesses, disease that not a lot of people know about. This show airs on Lifetime, and we shot this in South Carolina earlier this year, I believe back in May. I'll link the show in the description. This episode already aired. So I'll put it in there so you can see the actual show. But this basically was the main interview that we did, with the patient. She's the patient in this case. And I'm just going to, a quick breakdown. Let me go ahead and pull up, this behind the scene here. Again, this was kind of a small space. Let me see if I can get the other angle. You can see right here, it was somewhat of a small space, small living room. And let me look for the other angle. Let's see. I think it's this one. Okay, yes. So right here, you can see we have our key right here, which is the aperture 300D Mark II, and I'm diffusing that with the light dome, light dome 3, and I believe we had the grid, yes, just to soften. Again, when I'm shooting, especially women, I like having their skin, kind of look nice and soft, kind of that beauty look. So I always try to go for, very soft, skin. You can see right here that the skin is nice. It's like milky and soft, and that's what you get when you diffuse the light as much as possible. So that's what we did with the key light, which was placed, on a 45-degree angle. As you can see from the placing of the light right here, is it's about a 45-degree angle from where she's sitting. Our producer is gonna be sitting on this chair right here, which is Jake, which is him right here, and that's our sound guy, George. So yeah, key light, 45-degree angle, diffuse, and then for our hair light, we were using the Amaran tube lights. Here we can see our hair light. Now, because of the layout of this room, I wasn't able to place my backlight where I would normally place it, which would be right around here. But this sofa was too heavy, too bulky. We didn't want to move it. And also, we had this window right here. Also, you can see we had that window, and the window was actually giving me a little bit of a backlight, so you can see the windows was directly behind her. So, I knew I was going to get a little bit of, and you can see it. You can see the window is hitting her, and creating a nice little separation from the background. So what we did was then place the tube right here, and it worked. You're definitely getting some backlight, but it's also giving you a little bit of fill, not too much, but you are getting a little. You're getting a little bit of here and a little bit of that, but you're still keeping a nice contrast on the face. You can see that on this side, her face is nice and bright. On this side, you're still getting a little contrast. You can see I'm still getting a little bit of contrast on this side of the face. So that's the way we decided to do that. We did this. We shot on the C500 Mark II. Was our A cam, which you can see right here. That was the C500 Mark II, and we have the Canon 24-70 on it. And then for our B cam, we had the C80, the Canon C80, which we had that on a motorized slider, so just going, moving back and forth, just going side to side. Not a big movement. I say roughly 14 to 15 inches, back and forth, super slow. And as you can see on a really tight shot, kind of a medium tight. Our A cam had, as you can see here, we had a kind of a medium wide, which is what you're seeing right here, kind of a medium wide. And then on the B cam, we went kind of tight. And that allows the editor. I didn't edit this, but whoever, the editor, it can go back and forth between that nice medium wide and that tight shot. We worked on the background also. We had a light, which unfortunately I didn't get in the photos. Or let me see. I don't think so, no. But we did have a light that was hitting the background. There's a light on this side here. On this area, there was a light that's shooting, directly towards the wall. Just getting a little bit of, because again, especially when you're shooting with, this is like plain grayish wall, so you don't have a lot, in the background. We placed these pillows here, these cushions on the sofa, just to, create a little more of a scene in the back. And then, like I said, we had a light that was just hitting the back there. And then, and that was pretty much it. I mean, like I said, I'll link the show. I'll put that in the description so you can get a sense of what the actual, how it turned out. We did a lot of B-roll. The interview took about maybe an hour and a half. Of the actual interview, and then and then we shot B-roll the rest of the day. But I'm very happy with this. I think this is very easy to replicate. Not a whole lot of stuff going on. Really a 2-light. 3-light, but basically you could do this with 2 lights. I could have even maybe not used the tube light, but because I had the window there. But we did use it. And again, it turned out real well. This is just another shot on this side. Yeah, the Canon C80, I had the 24, the 28-70 on that, 2.8. So we got, really nice, a really nice shot on the B cam. All right, that is all for today with this short cinematic breakdown. I always like, breaking down the gear and the process, just to show that this is fairly easy to replicate. To get that good cinematic interview, which in a case like this, in this type of shows, documentaries, and this kind of reality TV, The interview is really the substance, the bread and butter of the program. So you want to make sure, that it looks good, obviously that it sounds good, because that's going to be the driving force of the entire show. So that is all for today. If you have any comments, put them down below. I always check. And if you haven't done so, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.